DJs, I put them all to sleep.
DJ put them to sleep? DJs. Z.
Like a...
Oh,
DG.
Like
a Z.
Oh, D.
Yeah. DJs.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing that for years now, actually. I never told you?
No, I didn't know that. I'm usually asleep at that time.
Really?
Maybe it's because I hear your sweet tunes.
It'd probably be better if you heard DJs sleep. It's usually like a white noise beat, but there's like it's like heavy bass.
Ryan!
Oh,
Cue the music, Ryan!
Ryan! We're live. I'm sorry, Richard and Loretta Lyon. It's Monday. Ryan had a long weekend. Ryan, the music. Thank you.
Your picture away. There's where you've been. I can't look at you while lying next to him. Wow. Whew.
And we're live. Welcome to Quarantining
With the Chris's.
I'm your host, Chris.
I'm your host, Chris.
And we have a special picture this week for you. It's week 3 of the quarantine, or of season 2, week 21 of the quarantine. We might actually finally be getting our unemployment, which is frankly amazing.
So
and
happy for that, yeah.
we basically didn't do anything except apply like 6 times, probably
6
total.
times.
Yep.
Look at. I finally got it to stand on its own.
Shout to Buffalo Bills, our sponsor, eventually, the casino on the way to Vegas that no one stops at except for me. It's a Fireside Chat Monday. Thank you for joining us today. I don't think Instagram has even alerted everyone that we're live yet, but we're live right now on Instagram, Facebook,
Yes.
Twitch, YouTube,
And Periscope.
Oh,
wow.
all at the same time.
All at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the PSA, Chris, and then focus on one of those.
Oh, sure, why not?
Yeah, the special PSA of the day is please be responsible. Wear your mask when outside in public, and please keep your 6 distance. 6 feet.
Six
Just keep your 6
Just,
distance.
I think he was trying to say, stay away from people. All of you continue to go within 6 feet of each other. Just call it 60 and just not go anywhere near someone that's not in your household, particularly if you're inside. And please wear an effing mask. The spread of coronavirus has not stopped, basically because no one listens. But please be responsible and please wear an effing mask. You can find us all across social media. Where, Chris?
All across social media at QWT.
Chris's?
QWT.
Chris's?
QWT.
Chris's.
Worldwide. On the internet. Well, this week we're focusing on our YouTube channel. Getting that up and running.
Search, because we can't have an actual dedicated name on YouTube yet, because we need more subscribers. Search Quarantining with the Chris's or QWT
Chris's
on YouTube. We'll be putting out exclusive content on YouTube this week. You can catch our live streams all week.
Yeah,
there
live streams
on the YouTube.
Yeah, and we'll be coming up with some behind the scenes footage.
Yeah.
Well, they're highlights from the previous week. We'll be coming out with them. They're all cut and edited, and they're ready to go up there.
Yep.
So stay on the watch.
Yep. Check us out on YouTube. Here's a link below, but everything's in our link tree in our bio if you're on Instagram or if you're on everything else. Head to our link tree. It will have everything. But you can support us at patreon.com as well. Everything is in the link tree. Go there for everything you need. Our community cause of the week is the Alzheimer's Society of Ontario.
Yes, the Alzheimer's. Since 1983, the Alzheimer's Society of Ontario has been dedicated to improving the quality of life for Ontarians living with Alzheimer's disease and other dementia, and advancing the search for the cause and the cure.
The Alzheimer's Society of Ontario provides support for those living with dementia, funds research to find a cure, educates decision makers on the proper health protocols, and increases awareness of dementia and the impact on the entire family. Go to alzheimers.ca or at Alzheimer's Ontario on Instagram to check them out and help support them. We do have to pay the bills.
Yeah, we're sponsored today by Focusrite. Chris.
Oh, Focusrite.
Yeah, Focusrite. The Scarlet Is it 2i2 or 212? I can't tell what that's.
I don't know. We bought it. We haven't used it yet, but we're supposed to use it for our podcast. Maybe someone we could get on here has a little better knowledge of the podcasting world.
Put it
you think Ryan, it works if we put it in on the top here?
I think so. It helps with it amplifies your voice, I hear.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Ryan, can we get our guest on here? We've been waiting all day. Thank you for joining us. Basically, Loretta Line right now.
Yeah, thank you.
Everyone else is hiding somewhere.
Everyone is on Periscope.
We're trying.
Hey, Periscope, how's it going?
Got it! Wow! How you doing, Richard?
Good.
Good to see you.
I was choking on a little water a minute ago. I was just like, oh my God, why am I choking right now? But I'm good.
That would be the first person to ever choke on the program. It might help our ratings, though.
Actually, I've choked before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. The saliva, it gets to you. You know, I haven't been living long enough to know how to swallow my own saliva.
Eventually, maybe you'll figure it out.
Hopefully.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We're on with Richard Podgurski Jr. At Richard Pod Jr. on the Instagram, all the way in, I believe, Los Angeles. Is that correct, sir?
Manhattan Beach.
Oh, Manhattan Beach. Wow.
Wait, we're neighbors?
Basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I think it's how we found each other, right?
Yeah. You were that guy outside just yelling at the moon, I think.
No, I think he was playing the really loud Disney music.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah. Was that DJing when I first met you guys?
You might have been.
Yeah.
When's the last time you DJ? Because
it was so I had about 4 weddings booked. I had about 3 gigs lined up on a Thursday, on a Friday, on a Saturday, and it was like February 11th, I think was my last one.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden the restaurant started getting really freaked out, and they cleared the schedules even before the lockdown. Right, so it was a big wake up call where it's like I've been DJing since I was 16. So it's like 20 years of this.
Wow.
I've never been an interruption like this ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. And but it's been nice. I've been up late. My schedule, get to bed at a good time instead of being done at 2 a.m. And it really helped me focus on other things and other projects. And I got a lot of projects going on at once. I do a lot.
Interesting. What is DJ Dick focusing on now that he's not DJing?
Well, the photography stuff has really taken off. The right when quarantine hit, it was actually really kind of a silver lining. I did an interview in January for an article in the South Bay magazine, and then they released it in March, or 1st of June. I don't remember. So it was like 2 weeks into lockdown, and they printed 120,000 copies to go to everybody's mailbox. And I ended up getting a cover of that photo of that magazine, which is like one of my, wish it was like a milestone. So everybody's like, oh, wah, wah. Like, I was stoked. And so what happened was a lot of people were sitting around their houses, and they're like, wow, like, I have an empty wall here. I have, I don't really like my place as much as I thought I did. So a lot of people started really nesting and shopping for art, and I've been having to facilitate that to all my clients, and it's been really fun. It's been cool to put some art on some walls.
Nice.
Give people a taste of the beach, especially when the beach shut down. The beach was done, so we had to put the beach on someone's walls to remind them how much of a beautiful place we live in, right?
Yeah, not just on the walls. You're doing it on pillows and shoes as well.
Yeah, I just it's in the baby stages, but I just saw a couple mock-ups of my licensing with pseudo shoes. It's kind of like a comfortable all-day type shoe where they take my print and they wrap it around all the materials, and it looks like either water or like palm trees. And then I recently did a drop of my custom band shoes, my custom band slip-ons, which I have. I'll show you guys. But I'm only doing an exclusive 10 each of those.
Oh, wow.
And guys, yeah.
Can we get a sneak peek of those?
Ooh, well.
Oh! Uh-oh!
Richard Podgurski on tour.
No one has ever seen these yet, so I'm going to break these out. Oh, people have seen one pair, but not all the pairs.
Sick.
Ryan, play the music.
IG Live exclusive. Yeah. Okay. There you go. So these are custom Vans, and I was really like trying to figure out what was good. These are the ones that just came out that everybody's seen. They have the pier on there.
Sick.
Yeah. So and all the colors, all the they're the good ones, they're the nice ones. There's this one, all right, and then over here, and then these guys. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun.
These are the aerials of the beach. It's called the Colors of Manhattan.
Oh, damn.
You can see it's a nice and light summer vibe.
Yeah.
And so I'm only doing 10, but they're made to order. So I'm only doing 10 of them, and I sold all but one of the other one, and then these ones just dropped on IG Live today.
Ooh.
All right, and one more.
Ooh, more.
Hell yes, we got from Hey, It's Art Man.
Art Man, yes. Hello. Hell yes.
Another one. This is a palm tree one.
Sick.
This was taken in Kauai. I was driving on the road. I saw palm trees forever, and I was like, I slammed on the brakes of the rental car. I was like, I got to get a picture of this. And it was, there's a big field of palm trees. Everybody loves palm trees, especially in the summertime. So that's it. Yeah, those are the new ones.
And then you can buy those directly through your website.
Well, right now I have my website because I've had people just hit me up on Instagram. It's kind of first come, first serve. Just hit me up on Instagram, and I'll send you your specific size. But I'm only doing 10 of each.
Ooh, 10.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you think it's when we get back, it's okay to DJ with your sneakers on your hands? Do you think that's a safe way to DJ?
They will be on my feet.
Oh, okay.
That's how that works.
Yeah. I did actually one time. I had a residency up in Portland, and I was up there once a month for like 2 years. And Portland is right next to the Nike headquarters.
Ah.
And then my promoter agent friend / whatever you call it, one of his best friends were one of the lead designers at Nike. And I was DJing. It was my first time ever there. And I was like, oh, this is cool. This club's going off. It's fun. Having a good time. Sip. And this guy comes up to me. He's like, oh, dude, nice to meet you. Hey, so-and-so's friend. He's like, what size are you? I'm all 9. These are all sample size. Perfect. Being a size 9 and being a size medium is perfect because these larges. You get all the samples, right? So you always get sauced out. And so he handed me 2 pairs of Nike Dunks that I don't know if they're exclusive or not, but I thought they were pretty cool at the moment. And I put them on my hands and I was DJing with them just like you said.
Wow. That's awesome.
Trend setting.
In the air. So, yeah.
That's amazing. We're Quarantine the Chris is live in Los Angeles on with Richard Podgurski at Richard Pod Jr. on the Instagram. But you're a cover boy now, from what I understand. South Bay Magazine, Easy Reader. I mean, what haven't you been on recently?
Well, I really like current events and stuff. Like when the fireworks are going off, I always like to get a good shot of the fireworks. Or like say the Maricosta was doing their march or their graduation walk from pier to pier. That photo was on the cover of, I believe, the beach report of the Easy Reader. And that one ended up going viral because it was right after the BLM march, and then it was right after, lockdown, I think, kind of ended.
Yeah.
So they were like, we didn't get to walk. These kids organized a big walk for themselves, and so they walked from Hermosa Pier to Manhattan Pier, and it's a cool shot. Seeing all the Maricosta kids walking down. But what happened was in the shot, a lot of the people in the front didn't have masks on. So it made people really mad, and there was fighting going on Instagram. I was like, wow. But, I just try to stay out of it. And then all of a sudden, it got picked up by LA Times, by BuzzFeed. So I had to do an interview for BuzzFeed. And because people were saying that they used a BLM permit to be able to march, to be able to like gather and stuff. Well, there's no such thing as a BLM permit. But I will admit, like I said in the article, it was a very insensitive thing to do in very sensitive times, right? So the rage, there was perfect rage bait, and the keyboard Karens went crazy on it. Wear a mask. And I agreed with all the wear of the mask stuff. Don't get me wrong. Wear the mask. But when it started going viral on BuzzFeed, people were saying, this is it. Like, oh, this rich white Manhattan Beach people, they're white privilege. They get to walk in these times and all that stuff. I'm like, whoa. Let's back it up a little bit. This isn't solving racism here. Yes, it was a week after the whole march, the peaceful protest, of which I actually raised $15,000 for.
Oh wow!
From that march, my friend took a picture. I edited it. I helped him. We put up a GoFundMe, and we ended up raising $15,000 from this one photo. And so I was all about the movement, but I'm also all about high schoolers being able to have their moment. And they issued masks to every single one of them. But they're 18 years old, and they decided not to wear their mask. But half of them, most of them in the back, did, right? And then the one guy, the valedictorian in the front, of course, he had his mask on. He was the smartest cookie there.
I saw it. Yeah. It was like a group of like 7 or 8 girls, and then the guy all the way to the left had a mask on.
6 feet away.
Right, 6 feet away. Yeah.
Valedictorian. I was like, that guy's going places. So I started waking up to so much traffic on Instagram. Like, oh my God, like I'm not the one. Like I'm being vilified here because, and my quote in the article seemed a little like, "Hey guys, let's not drag these people over the coals. The South Bay isn't full of these brats per se. These people that were like insensitive to the movement. They're not insensitive to the movement. We all marched with them. We all marched during the protest." The community has been donated well beyond my own fundraiser, and it was unfortunate that they made it a racial thing when it shouldn't have been a racial thing, and I was back on that part, not the mask part. I was like, they should have worn the mask, but let's not make this about what people are trying to make it out to be, right? And that's all I cared about. I just didn't want people to take my photo and be like, the South Bay's racist. They're these white plugs. Like, I started getting racial threats on my Instagram. Someone's like, you're going to get canceled. You're about to lose your job. I'm like, I don't have a job to lose.
How can you lose a job?
My camera out of my hands, So I was getting this cancel culture coming at me because I coined the term keyboard Karens. That is mine. That's mine. I'll take it forever.
Oh, it's a copyrighted.
Ryan, put that on a t-shirt. Yeah, copyrighted.
Yeah, so I actually studied criminology and stuff, and I'm really well versed in in this whole world, and I'm all for equality and all this, just giving people a better chance than they had, making a difference where it counts, realizing your place in the social economic ladder, and using that to help others, right, as much as possible. Don't leave anybody behind. Let's bring everybody up together, because everybody coming up together is everybody else's success, right? So Facebook got hot, during quarantine, right?
Yeah, very, very hot. You know what else is hot in keeping people together? The newest hot podcast coming out.
And it's a perfect time to thank our sponsor, Fix Our Hair First, Richard, as we usually do. It's $5.25, and thank our sponsor, Focusrite. We purchased this when we started our podcast and have yet to use it. But you're starting a podcast and using much cooler equipment than us. Could you talk about that?
Yeah, it's called I Don't Know Dude Podcast. Spelled IDUNNO. Dude, I don't know, dude. Because, you know what, dude? I don't know. I like to chat, and Facebook got really hot, right? And I stir the pot a little bit. I admit that. I stir the pot a little bit. But I always try to be very open. I want to learn. I just want to learn from people, right? I want to learn from other people's opinions. No one's ever degrading, but people started getting really fired up. So I was like, you know what? We need to have more long-form discussions about some of the current events. Also, we do fun stuff, conspiracy theories. Our next episode is going to be about that that Karen that threw the coffee on that girl in Manhattan Beach.
Oh yeah, for anyone that hasn't heard, it was Saturday. I think it got picked up by TMZ. Is that a couple wearing masks got in a fight with two gentlemen sitting minding their own business who had referenced something about masks as they walked by, and then she just threw coffee on the guy, right?
Straight up threw coffee.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You assaulted me." It's like, "No, you assaulted him by throwing coffee on him." Sorry. Yeah. So it was. I watched the whole video. It was crazy, but so I just wanted to create more long form discussions with all of my friends in weird places because, I've been in the entertainment industry. I've been, I know a lot of restaurateurs. I just did one today with a restaurateur talking about all the jobs being lost. Just trying to get an inside take on some of the craziest things. And I also have Max Hodges on there with us from TMZ. He hasn't been around. He hasn't really had his own show for, since 2013-ish. Everybody loves to hear whatever diarrhea comes out of his mouth. And so he has a funny take on things, and we are just going to see what happens. We are yet to launch. If you want to follow the I Don't Know Dude podcast, IDUNNO. If you want to follow it, it's up there on Instagram. And I'm really I'm an audiophile. Been DJing my whole life, so I want all the good stuff. We sound good. I'm trying to do it right off the bat. So and have fun just like you guys are having. And
right on. Sounds
DJ stuff over into something that's kind of in my lane. While there's no DJ gigs, there's none.
Staying in your lane.
I inquiry for a booking, even looking at the next 3 months. Weddings canceled, gone. So, what else are you gonna do?
Just call your bank. I hear you have 10 of them storing up before you release. You get all at once. Your podcast.
Yeah, I was like, we're gonna bank a bunch and be able to see. Oh, I want to learn about restaurants, so you can choose that one. I want to learn about conspiracy theories of some sort. So like, how does Tom Cruise stay so young? Does he eat babies? These flight logs and aliens, whatever. There's a lot of stuff to be talked about. We touch on some racial issues too because we live in it's a crazy time. You can't ignore these issues. So we have to touch on everything, but we have an I don't know dude take from it. Like, don't listen to it. Like you said, we're not experts, but we can give you a crazy perspective on these weird little nuances that really how people are affected on the day by day.
Yeah.
Not so much overall gestalt. Let's talk. Let's get on the ground here. Let's talk. Let's see what's going on. Let's help people start businesses. Let's inspire people to do something themselves. It's not that hard. You just gotta chat.
Yeah.
So, you get all sassy.
We're on live with Richard Podgurski at Richard Pod Jr. On the Instagram. Any questions? There's a question mark box below for Richard as he's warming up the fire in front of his hands. He's keeping it hot.
I got a surprise guest for you guys.
Whoa! And he's gone. This is the first ever guest who left on live.
He left because
it's like one of those things where they forget that they're recording and then someone weird walks by.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe he's found E.T.
Ooh, maybe you could phone home over there.
Yes. Uh-oh. He's
Where's
coming
he
back.
Is it live?
Definitely it's E.T.
Yo!
Oh!
It's my tortoise, Shelby, everybody.
Shelby the tortoise.
Shelby.
If anyone has any questions for Shelby the tortoise, there's a question mark box below. Shelby, how old are you, if you mind if I ask? Is that rude?
I'm 14.
Oh,
wow.
14.
How do you always keep a smile on your face, Shelby?
I eat tons of lettuce and watermelon.
Oh, how fast can you eat a watermelon?
With one bite.
One bite?
Do you think you can beat Dave Portnoy in a watermelon battle?
Fuck yes.
Shelby, I know the quarantine has probably got you stuck inside. What are you looking to do when we're finally out of quarantine?
Get out of my shell. I'll put it down. She's heavy. She's so big.
How heavy is Shelby the tortoise?
20 pounds.
20 pounds. Wow. Well, we're on live with Richard.
Some heavy tortoise.
Heavy tortoise. We're on live with Richard Podgurski at Richard Pod Jr. In Manhattan Beach with Shelby. Now, Shelby really seems like the brains of the operation behind your photography business.
I always say, guys, you can learn a lot from a turtle.
That's true.
We're talking diet. They always like to eat their greens.
Yep.
Patience. Good listeners.
Ooh.
They don't suffer from perpetual unsatisfaction.
Wow.
And they're always happy and in the moment. And wherever they're at, that's where home is.
Wow. That was inspirational. I wish I had a picture of the beach.
Yeah.
With that underneath it. Is that something that we could get our hands on, Richard?
Here, I got an inspirational one right here.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
Jeez.
Quote image. Or quarantined with nobody on the beach.
Yo, that's sick.
That was actually the first picture I saw during the quarantine of the beach, and I mean we live right up the street from the Rosecrans Tower, so that was one of the ones I looked at, and I was like, oh man, like there is literally no one there because we're banned from going outside.
And it was like a photography dream. Like I was just like, all right. I sat on my couch here, put my drone in the sky, went out, and this is like, whoa. It's a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day on it was like a Sunday. And it's like, what? It had a single footprint, no weird sandcastles being built on the coast to make all the weird things. The water, it was just, it was untouched coastline like it's never been touched in eons, right? So when people are always walking around the beach, and like they're people are moving sand around and, just kind of just having a little bit of an impact. You can see it from the sky a little bit, right? There's like, when like, say someone, walks up from the water and they're wet, you can see their tracks. You see, not to mention people's towels and beach towels and umbrellas and all that other good stuff. And then I remember it was a windy day a couple days before, so it cleared everything.
Yeah.
And the water was just like doing its natural thing instead of like people standing in front or, just the volume of people changes what the beach looks like. And it was pristine and no footprints. Like, I don't know. I don't describe it. It was just a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's crazy how like a picture like that and the Miracosta one and some other images during quarantine are stuff that people will look at for years to come and be like, this, like, it was almost bizarre, like out of a sci-fi movie that no one is on the beach, like, and that's all because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
We got questions, Richard, flying in from around the world. This one is from Manhattan Beach.
Oh.
They want to know, where did you place Shelby?
Oh, right here.
Oh.
Just walking around.
Oh. She's always at home.
Well, I like to bring her in and just have fun, and she's chill. Like, she's just gonna sit right there.
Yo.
She loves it.
Yo.
Yeah, so she just kind of walks around.
That's
and
cool.
Has a good time. Well, especially when she goes tinkle tinkle or like a little poopy. That's not good.
I've never had a tortoise. What is the cleanup process?
Yeah.
Do they have a pad or do they have a place?
They get like solid bricks of like they're like little blimps, and I clean it out of the. She has a cage, like a not a cage, but a garden area all blocked off for her with a little hut. And, I just clean up the poop out of there, but use it as soil for all my other plants. Like, I have tons of plants. We go crazy with the plants here.
Ooh, very eco-friendly with that, with the Shelby the Tortoise compost. It's a turtle and a half shell, turtle power, I think.
Turtle power.
Turtle and a 10X shell. Like, all my stuff is so nice right now.
Ooh.
Yeah. Here you go. Here's my trap planter.
Wow. Look at that.
Are those some fly traps?
Petunia?
Yeah. And then my little area right here.
Oh, that's cool.
And we just cruise, it's just a little, do a lot of plants, a lot of cacti, a lot of weird stuff.
That's neat. Do you compost?
Well, I do with the Shelby.
The Shelby, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, because you put it like I have an orange tree. I don't know if you want to eat the oranges now, but it definitely. Here's the deal: tortoises only retain 10% of what they eat, right? And she eats a lot of hay. It's a lot of like Timothy hay, and she eats a lot of it, but a lot of it just kind of it's kind of going through a trash compactor and just pops out the back.
You know what? That was the one thing during quarantine that I wanted to learn about, and now we have for everyone out there. Shelby Podgurski, Richard Pod Jr.'s tortoise is really helping save the planet right now. I think.
Yeah, save the planet.
Yeah, she has a cool little schedule going, and I can go on trips and kind of leave her. She's kind of like, she doesn't be fed every day, but she just eats the hay. And watermelon and strawberries, but those are like donuts for a turtle. You know what I mean? But she used to be this big. She used to be tiny.
Oh my goodness!
And she used to be able to walk on my keyboard, and now you can put the keys down. That's all. She was adorable. So yeah, I've had it forever, and I'm probably gonna have it for the rest of my life. She'll probably live till like 90 or 100.
Damn.
Yeah, everybody always asks how long do they live, how big do they get. She's gonna be about as big as a car tire, like a car tire. That's how big she's gonna get.
Oh wow!
And and how long until she reaches like full growth?
I'd say about 10 more years, 15 more years.
Damn.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
With all that heavy lifting, you might go from a medium to a medium.
Ooh.
No, but I do have a wagon for her. So I take her in the wagon and I walk her down to the beach, and she loves the hot sand. She's a desert tortoise. She loves it, and she just cruises around, digs, flips the dirt up. People are like, "Wow, we have a tortoise," but it gets annoying because people always want to, gram it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it for the gram.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I don't like. Maybe I should just put my Instagram on her shell.
Dude, I picture you with like a small little leash. Do you leash Shelby up when you take her to the beach or no?
I purchased I have Turtle Leash on Instagram, and I have turtleleash.com. I actually purchased it because I want to have people bring their turtles around, but they're really strong and they get out of a lot of situations really easily. But so I wanted to create this thing where there's a stake in the ground in the middle of a bunch of grass, right? So instead of having walls for a tortoise, they love walking around. You know what I mean? They love a lot of space. You don't want to give a tortoise a wall or like a fence, right? Because they can crawl up it, and then they flip over on their backs, right? And then so I wanted to put them in like a little harness that fit their. Oh, Shelby's going crazy. That fit their harness, fit them nice, and then they can run in a big circle. You know. I think Shelby just ran out my door.
The first ever tortoise on the run, folks. She's trying to escape during quarantine.
Yeah, she moves quick.
Yeah, she is gone. Oh, see, she loves eating all this little stuff right here. Get it, girl.
So she's like a Roomba.
Yeah. Yeah. You see that?
Oh, nice. Yo.
She cleans everything up.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of here. All right, so yeah, that's Shelby. I think just leave her out here and just just have her clean up the place a little bit.
Yeah, might as well tidy up with Shelby. Richard, how has your photography business been impacted by COVID?
Like I said earlier, like people are nesting in their places, so it's like people are like, I need art on that wall, I need art on that wall, and I've been trying my best to facilitate and give people a taste of the beach on the wall. And like, if you look at like stocks right now, like what's that one like home decor? Wix? No.
Oh, Wayfair.
Wayfair. We're gonna talk about them too, but Wayfair, like their stock is going crazy because people are ordering furniture, desk stuff, work at home stuff, and it's kind of been cool to see people decorate lately. And I just do it on canvases, on acrylic, on aluminum with floater frames. It's fun stuff. I have a lot of fun images that remind you of the beach. So a lot of people like to look at that stuff.
That's awesome. We have more questions flying in from around the world.
Well, this one's about Shelby. Do you give her a shower when she doesn't poop? Pop.
Pop or
When she
poop?
doesn't pop. Well, I do give Shelby spa days. I will tell you that much.
Ooh.
What does a spa day look like?
I put her in my bathtub, and then I run the water nice and warm. Rose petals. I put my little incense on, and I dunk her in, and then she washes around, she drinks, she does her thing, and then she. Oh no! Don't eat that. And then I take her out, dry her off, and then I put coconut oil on her shell.
Oh.
Give it a little rub down, a rubby rub. And then she looks gorgeous after that. She's ready to go. Oh no! Now she's eating my plants. Come on, Shelby. Come on, girl. Oh, wait, I'm gonna put it inside real quick.
Shelby is on the loose, quarantining the Chris's first with at Richard Pod Jr. on Instagram. I mean, Shelby just loves the limelight, I think.
Yeah, I think she does.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, we got a shell shock. We're shell shocked right now.
Oh,
Look at
shell
that.
shock.
Wow.
Shelby, can I get a cowabunga, dude?
Cowabunga, dude.
What's it like fighting crime out there in Manhattan Beach?
Yeah, she is keeping it nice and safe around here. Aren't you, Shelby? All right. Shelby time.
Yeah.
She is art.
Not only have you been taking pictures of the beach, you've also took some shots up in Tahoe. Can you talk to us about that?
Oh my God. Let me tell you about one of them. So Tahoe is my new favorite place to take pictures, right?
Okay.
The water's blue and it's nice. It's so blue. So this shot right here is of this place called Secret Beach.
Ooh.
And Secret Beach is a nude beach.
Oh, not a secret.
And this guy on the board is just letting it fling-a-ding-dong out. Like, he is just putting it out there. And, dude, there's some, I don't know if I can say this on the show, but there's some crazy shit going on on these little rocks. We were like, this one guy was like jerking off on a rock. We're like, what's going on over here? What's what? And then so I put my drone up and I was cruising around. I was like, oh, there's a naked person. There's a naked person. Oh, there's a naked person. I was like, they probably thought I was a creep, right? But
well, you did take pictures of them.
That shot though, I gotta get it from above. It looks so good there. But it was a crazy little cove. I was like, what's going on here, people? And there's, I don't know, nothing like ooh la la. Like, look at that. It was mostly the people you'd expect at a nude beach or at the nude beach.
Right. Yeah. It's like the concept as like a child is like, oh, nude beach. Like you're gonna look at like all the girls we saw in magazines growing up, and then when you get there when you're an adult, you're like, this is not like we would think it would be at all. No,
it was not. But we had some wake surfing. My first time ever wake surfing. That was fun. But yeah, dude, we went to all these little coves. We went jet skis. I jumped out of my water housing, so I did a couple underwater shots. And man, that water is so clear. It's so blue. It's so gorgeous, especially in the shallow part where the white sand is. It just becomes Bahamas blue. And people are like, "Oh, what are you doing? Are you editing it like that?" I'm like, "Well, of course you do editing to every photo. That goes without saying. But you can't make a water look that color. It's impossible. It's just, these colors just don't exist." You can't just create this color. Like, you have to capture it, and it was there's a double rainbow.
What?
That was crazy.
Sponsored by Skittles?
Dude, this double rainbow ended right in North Lake, and you can see it on my Instagram. It was there was thunder and lightning. I was like, whoa, like this is fucking nuts. And we hightailed it to the coast, like a little lake. It's a big lake actually, but and then the sun came out and it popped underneath the storm cloud, and it shot the sunlight towards Incline Village, and you looked, east, and it was just huge double rainbow. It was just like whoosh, whoosh, and I was just like, oh my gosh! And then the rain was pouring. It hailed earlier that day.
Wow!
And the hails were dropping through. They're like big old fat rain, and like it was crazy. So I was in the water. Like I had to take a shot. I had to rub my lens off, take a shot, rub my lens off. It was pouring down, and then the rain stopped eventually. And I finally got to put my drone up after the rain stopped, because these rainbows only last 15 minutes, and it was a crazy sight to see. And all the North Lake Tahoe people, they took the image and they posted on their things, and everybody got to enjoy it, and it was awesome, and I loved it.
That's amazing. We're on with at Richard Pod Jr. on the Instagram. Hey, Josh Dubinsky said, "Watch your legs, Mike."
Ooh.
Watch your legs, Mike. That's my old age. Shout out Josh Dubinsky. And my Aunt Sheila is on. Hi, Aunt Sheila.
Hey, Mom.
And then, so Josh Dubinsky, I used to play with him since high school. I think like 7th grade, 8th, freshman year. It was a long time we played basketball. And I don't remember how that came about, but it was just one of those things with your friends where it's like, dude, watch your legs, dude, because people are getting tripped. It's like basketball can be a contact sport, right? If you play it right.
Right.
Basketball can be pretty crazy, but shout out to Josh Dubinsky for hanging out and saying what's up.
We have someone from a D_Mill_ says, "Why don't you own Chainlink?"
That's all I own is Chainlink. That's all I own. And it is, what's it out right now? Last time I looked, it was at $922. Can someone look that up for me?
Chainlink, Ryan. Can you look up Chainlink?
You know what? There's a lot of chain link fenced over here right by our house. How much do you think we can resell that for?
Yeah.
I don't know. You can invest in a fence, but Chainlink is the new way. Like, think of a server. You need servers to push data between two data sets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chainlink is the oracle that talks from these islands of all the blockchains are islands within themselves, right? But the whole outside world of all these smart contracts, you need to put in outside data, like if the Lakers won, and who won, the Lakers or the Bulls, right? And so that outside data has to use a trusted oracle to serve that data to the blockchain so they can execute those smart contracts. So if you're going to make Internet 2.0 work, you need outside data being fed into these islands of information. Mm-hmm. And you need a trusted server, per se, to be able to execute a trusted data set. And that's what Chainlink does. They are the oracle between two data sets and smart contracts of outside worlds and on-chain data. And invest now, it's going to be $100.
Ooh, wow. It's going to be $100. So that means you can start Shelby's resorts. Like, so you just take what people did with dog parks in cities and just make them turtle parks.
I'm actually going to be on Supermarket Sweep this Friday. I'm filming on Supermarket Sweep. So Netflix just released the old ones, the old Supermarket Sweep Netflixes, right? So I went through the process of being recruited or whatever you call it, and we're doing videos just like this with the executives, and we made it all the way through. I get COVID tested tomorrow, so we can film on Thursday because all the rules are crazy. And we're filming the brand new Supermarket Sweep with my friend Drew Broder, who lives in El Porto. And then we're going to film it. It'll be released on Netflix coming out.
Wow, right on. How does it feel to be the Chainlink Supermarket Sweep? Wow.
And I declined it.
Thank you for declining the call. Supermarket Sweep. So as a huge fan growing up, I wish you the best, but I also want to give you some advice. I remember from the old ones that I believe it was the turkeys were big money items.
That's my dream. Is to throw butterballs into But here's the deal. I asked them, like, why do they just take more? Remember, you're like, just take more turkeys. You can only take 4 at a time. So I'm going to take the filet mignons, the butterballs, the briskets. I'm going to spend my entire time in the meat aisle. Then I'm going to go to the, I don't know, the women's hair products. Like, that's next. And maybe all the Tylenols. Think about it. Little Tylenols are like $10, right? You can put like a ton of units, all those different brands, and you can put them on. I've been thinking about this for a while. We've been training. We've been watching Supermarket Sweep. We are Team Mushroom. So, because we love mushrooms.
I picture you with just a lot of meat, condoms, and Tylenol in your cart, and someone just
but you only get 4 of one item, and if an item falls on the floor, you get deducted.
Oh,
really?
Do you get to keep the items afterwards?
No, but it's potentially $100,000.
Oh, damn.
So 25. I'm going to buy Chainlink with that $100,000. No. So what they did, the reason I want to talk about this is because the producers are like, okay, well, what are you going to do if you win the $25,000? And they ask you that on camera. I'm like, I'm going to build a better pen for Shelby. Like, duh. Like, my turtle deserves more. And right now, I want a better. Maybe I can start turtleleash.com. You know, a better leash for a better turtle.
Yep. Wow. That's all we can. That's what the world needs. I think Dr. Anthony Fauci said it. Yeah.
Also, I'll take my girlfriend on a trip. Cool, we'll do that. But I'm gonna build a little pond, a nice little fence, but like, you know, a nice little area to warm up. You know. So.
Wow. What about like a little sand area?
They don't really do good with sand, but they love hay. You know, they love all that crazy stuff. They love like Timothy hay. They love the dig. But dude, they will rearrange. If you don't put a turtle in the right place, they will rearrange your entire backyard. They will take up your plumerias and they'll eat all your succulents. They'll just mow the place down, and then they dig a hole 4 feet deep. And you're like, what? Like, why are you doing this? This is crazy. So,
that's awesome. Well, Richard, thank you and Shelby for joining Court to the Chris's. Everyone, check out Richard's photography at Richard Pod Jr. on Instagram. If he's not busy taking pictures and coming out with dope limited edition shoes, you can catch his podcast soon. I don't know, dude. Or you can catch him soon on Supermarket Sweep, where he's going to be getting all the Butterballs and the Tylenols. And you got to find what's the double point thing? What's that one called?
What?
Where you get like behind an item, there's that like extra prize. I forget what it's called.
Oh no, there's all these crazy bonus. Like, there's those big blow up things you have to drive. You have to like the Kool-Aid Man or something like that. You know? Yeah. I am so stoked. So.
Yes, that's amazing. Well, thank you again, Richard, for joining us on Quarantine with the Chris's. We appreciate you, brother, and wish you the best on the show and
on your show.
And on your show too.
Thank you guys for having me. This is super fun. I can't wait to show everybody, and
cool.
I appreciate everything.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Take care.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
That was Richard Podgurski at Richard Pod Jr. on Instagram, who does pretty much everything, Chris.
Yeah, I didn't realize he's Splinter, and he's also in charge of Aisle 5.
Yeah, Aisle 5. Clean up, Ryan. Clean up, Aisle 5.
Yes.
Yeah, Supermarket Sweep was my favorite show as a kid.
Speaking of Supermarket Sweep, I keep stepping on macaroni.
No, that's probably because I poured it all into my mouth during Craig.Kitchen episode 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. We're still finding macaroni in our carpet. But what are you going to do?
We need to get a tortoise, actually. If we had a tortoise, I don't think we would have no scraps.
We'd have no problems whatsoever. Quarantine with the Chris's, we do this every day. That ends.
And why?
It does not start.
With S.
Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks again to Richard. Everyone check his photography out at Richard Pod Jr. on Instagram for amazing pictures of the beach and beyond. And his podcast soon as well. I don't know, dude.
I don't know, dude.
Could be anything. Yeah. Who knows? But he's doing big things. And check out his shoes, limited edition Van shoes with amazing pictures that he took himself of the beach and of Manhattan Beach. Head to his Instagram at Richard Pod Jr. All over the social network, Chris.
All over social network. Go support our cause of the week, Alzheimer's Society of Ontario. Since 1983, they've been improving the quality of life for Ontarians living with Alzheimer's disease and other dementias.
We need to pay the bills one last time. Focusrite. This thing works wonders. We haven't quite used it yet, but we're sure eventually it'll turn on. Yep.
Yes. Thanks for turning on us today.
Yep.
And joining us. We got a big week ahead of us, Chris.
Big week. Tomorrow we'll be hanging out with Jake Peak, right?
Yeah, Jake Peak. Maybe piquing our interest in spirituality. Yeah.
Everyone check us out tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern.
And check out our YouTube channel. We'll have clips from last week, some highlights. There'll be extended versions of the ones that are in our story right now. So thanks for tuning in today.
Link in the bio.
See you tomorrow.
Ryan!